Hi everyone, it's Ellen and Penny here today, and we're going to do some more signing and some more yoga. And today's story is called What the Ladybird Heard. It's another one by Julia Donaldson. And first we're going to teach you some of the animals in the story. Okay. So our first animal is a fat red hen. Can you sign hen? Brilliant. Our next animal is a duck. So we have 2 fingers and a thumb. Quack, quack, quack. Duck. Quack, quack, quack. Brilliant. The next animal is a goose. Now for goose we use all of our fingers and our thumb. Goose. Goose. The next animal is a sheep. We use our 2 little fingers and we do the curly hair of the sheep. 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 Our next one is a pig. But in the story they call it a hog as well. But it's the same animal. So we make a big fist and we go round and round on our nose. Pig. Pig. The next animal we're going to meet is a horse. And the sign for horse, we have 1 hand and we open our 2 fingers. Horse. Horse. And the next animal is a dog. The sign for dog, dog. Dog. Brilliant. The next one, well, the next 2 animals are both cats. So for cats, we do the whiskers. Whiskers. Cat. Cat. And the next animal we meet is a cow. Oh, we've got another cat. And then there's a cow. And in this story, it's a fine prize cow. It's a very special cow. So the sign for cow is this. We do the cow's horns. Cow. Great. And the last animal is the most important one. It's the ladybird. And the sign for ladybird is lady. Look.
Ladybird.
Ladybird. Ladybird. Brilliant. Right, are you ready to do some story yoga now? Yes? Okay, so all you need to do is watch me and watch Penny and try and do the same. Okay? Let's go. Okay, everybody, we're going to start our yoga today sitting on our bottoms with our legs crossed, and we're going to bring our hands together in front of our hearts and say our special yoga word, which is Namaste. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, Namaste. You ready for our story to start? Let's see some good listening then. Are you ready? Once upon a farm lived a fat red hen, a duck in a pond and a goose in a pen, a woolly sheep, a hairy hog, a handsome horse and a dainty dog, a cat that meowed and a cat that purred, a fine prize cow and a ladybird. Now we better do some of the poses as we've introduced each of those animals. So once upon a farm lived a fat red hen. Shall we do the pose for hen? Okay. So we're going to stand up tall, take our legs nice and wide, and we're going to sit our bottoms down and come into a squat. Then push our elbows inside our knees. And make our chicken pose. Well done, hens. A duck in a pond. So for duck, we're going to put 1 hand on top of this shoulder. Put the other one underneath. And we're going to make a beak. You ready to quack? Quack, 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 quack. Let's swap our arms over and try it with the other way, okay? Open them up. One arm on top, one underneath. Quack, 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 quack. Brilliant. A duck in a pond and a goose in a pen. Should we do our goose pose? Now geese can fly, so we're going to do our flying pose. You ready? Stand up tall. Legs together, feet together. And we're going to bend from our hips, leaning forwards. And we're going to spread our wings out and flap them up and down. Excellent. Oh, Penny's taking one leg up. Make it look like she's flying. Whee! Try the other side. Well done. A goose in a pen. A woolly sheep. Okay, for our sheep pose, we're going to come to the side. Now go onto our hands and our knees. We're going to round our backs. Tuck our heads underneath to be a fluffy, fluffy sheep. Really push your fingers into the floor. Brilliant. A woolly sheep and a hairy hog. Should we do our pig pose? Our hog pose. Okay, now pigs love to roll around in the mud, so let's be a pig in mud. We're going to lie on our backs. Bend our knees up. Straighten our feet. Open our legs wide and hold on to our feet. And that means we can rock from side to side. This is called happy baby pose, but we're using it to be our piggy. Like a pig rolling around in the mud. Excellent. Up we get. A hairy hog, a handsome horse. Should we do our horse pose? Okay, up onto our knees. We're going to put one foot forwards. We're going to raise our arms up to make our horse's head, and we're going to rock backwards and forwards. Should we try the other side? Okay, that knee down, up comes this one. Raising our hands to make the horse's head. Can you make a cozy noise with your tongue?
Your tongue up and down.
Fantastic, that's horse. A handsome horse and a dainty dog. Okay, let's try dog pose. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees again. What we're going to do is we're going to tuck under our toes, push our knees off the floor, send our bottom and our hips up to the sky, and push our heels down. This is our dog pose.
Oi, what? Your foot up and wide your foot forward and back.
To make a tail, exactly, Penny. You can lift one leg to make a tail for the doggy. Down we come. A cat that meowed and a cat that purred. So for cat pose, we're going to do some breathing. We're going to sit with our legs crossed, put a hand on our tummy, and as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to imagine that we're smelling a flower. And then, when we breathe out, we're going to make our lips wobble so that we make a purring noise like a pussycat. So in we go. Well done, little pussycats. Okay, so we've got our cat that meowed and our cat that purred, and a fine prize cow. The cow. Let's do cow pose. On our hands and our knees again. And we're going to drop our tummy towards the floor and lift up our heads to look at the sky. Lovely. Give your bum a little wiggle from side to side. Brilliant. Our cow pose. And a ladybird. For ladybird, going to come onto our knees, sitting our bottoms back. Fold yourself forward and curl yourself up into a tiny little ladybird ball. Ooh, Penny's flapping her ladybird wings. That's a good idea. Brilliant. And the cow said moo. And the hen said cluck. Hiss, said the goose. And quack quack, said the duck. Neigh, said the horse. And oink, said the hog. Meh, said the sheep. And woof, said the dog. One cat meowed, while the other one purred. But the ladybird never said a word. But the ladybird saw, and the ladybird heard. She saw two men in a big black van, with a map and a key and a cunning plan. Shall we be the two men in the black van? Sit on your bottoms, legs nice and wide, sitting up nice and tall, hands out in front of you for your steering wheel. Are you ready? Can you lean forward? And lean backwards. Beep, beep. Fantastic. And she heard them whisper, "This is how we're going to steal the fine prize cow." Open the gate in the dead of night. Shall we be the gate? Okay, onto our knees. And we're going to send one of our legs out to the side. One arm up. One arm on our leg. We're going to open the gate. Fantastic. We better close it behind us. So let's pop the other leg out to the side. Arms stretched up tall. And over we go. Open the gate in the dead of night. Pass the horse and then turn right. Should we do our horse pose? On our knees, one foot forwards, arms up. Do the other side too. Brilliant, arms up. Pass the horse and then turn right. Round the duck pond. Let's do our duck pose. One arm over, one arm under. Past the duck pond, past the hog. Should we do our piggy pose? Yeah, it's a fun one. Lying down on our backs. Feet up. We're going to bring our knees towards our armpits. Holding onto our feet. And we'll roll around like a piggy in the mud. Excellent. Be careful not to wake the dog. Let's do our dog pose too. On our hands and our knees. Tuck under our feet. Ready? We're going to lift our knees up and then we're going to push our hips up towards the sky and push our heels down into the floor. And if you'd like to, you can copy Penny and lift one of your legs up to make a tail. Be careful not to wake the dog. Pass the sheep. Shall we do our sheep pose? Okay. On our hands and our knees. We're going to lift up our back, pulling in our tummies, and look down to the floor in between our legs. There's our sheep pose. Past the sheep, then straight ahead and through the door of the prize cow shed. Should we do our cow pose too? Hands and knees again, but this time we're going to let our tummy go down to the floor and we're going to look up towards the sky. Moo. The little spotted ladybird, who never before had said a word, told the animals, this is how they're going to steal the fine prize cow. Let's do our ladybird pose, shall we? On our knees, bend ourselves forward into a little ladybird. And let's see what the plan is that she told them. Open the gate in the dead of night, past the horse, and then turn right. Oh. Round the duck pond, and past the hog. Shall we do our hog pose? Past the hog. Be careful not to wake the dog. Knees. That toes under. And up we go. Past the sheep. Hands and knees. Do you remember this one now? Arch our backs. Look between our legs. Past the sheep, then straight ahead and in through the door of the fine prize cow shed. Let's do our cow pose. Drop our tummies, look up at the sky and say, moo. And the cow said moo. And the hen said cluck. Hiss, said the goose. And quack, quack, said the duck. Nay, said the horse. And oink, said the hog. Meh, said the sheep. And woof, said the dog. And both the cats began to meow. We won't let them steal the fine prize cow. But the ladybird had a good idea, and she whispered it into every animal's ear. Shall we do some whispering? We're going to get our finger and put it in front of our lips. We're going to take a big deep breath in through our nose. Big deep breath in. One more time. Excellent. The dead of night, two bad men, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, opened the gate while the farmer slept, and tiptoed into the farm they crept. Shall we tiptoe? Just like Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len. You ready? Really quietly on your tippy toes. Then the animals did something silly. Are you ready to listen? I think they've done it a little bit wrong. Let's see what you think. Then the goose said nay with all her might. That's the horse, said Len. Turn right. Then the dainty dog began to quack. Quack, 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 quack. The duck, said Hugh. We're right on track. Oink, said the cats. There goes the hog. Be careful not to wake the dog. Bah, 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 said the fat red hen. The sheep. We're nearly there, said Len. Then the duck on the pond said, moo, moo, moo. 2 more steps to go, said Hugh. And they both stepped into the duck pond. Splosh! And the farmer woke and said, golly gosh! He called the cops, and then they came, Nina, and they threw them in their panda car. But the ladybird never said a word. That's our story finished. Hope you really liked it. Now we're going to play a little game. I'm going to say some of the noises that the animals make, and I want you to see if you can guess what animal is saying that noise. Are you ready? You ready to do some good listening? Okay, here's the first animal. What animal says whack, 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 whack?
You're right. It's a duck.
The duck. Well done. Okay, the next one. What animal says bah, bah?
You're right. It's a sheep.
The sheep.
Sheep.
Sheep. What animal says woof, woof, woof?
You're right. It's a dog.
Dog. Dog. Next one. What animal says meow, meow?
You're right. It's a
Cat. Cat. And our last one. What animal says moo? Moo.
You're right. It's a cow.
The cow.
Moo. He said hello.
Cow. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Right, everybody. Now that our story is finished, it's time for us to be nice and calm and relaxed. So what I'd like you to do is lie yourselves down, find a comfy spot, and lie down on your backs. Legs straight, arms straight, with our hands pointing up to the ceiling. I need to close your eyes if you can, and take a few nice calm breaths in through your nose. Oh dear, Penny's yawning. She's going to fall asleep. So, when you're breathing in, I want you to imagine that you're smelling a beautiful flower. And when you breathe out, imagine you're blowing out a birthday candle. That's it. So as you breathe in, smelling the flowers, and as you breathe out, blowing out some candles. Try and let your eyes close. Let your body feel nice and heavy, your muscles relaxed. When you're feeling nice and calm, I'd like you to have a think about our story. I really liked that one. What a wonderful story. I think what I liked best is that all the animals worked together as a team. To confuse Lanky Len and Hefty Hugh, they all did the wrong noises, didn't they? But it was really helpful of that lovely little ladybird to help all of her friends to work together as a team. It's a really lovely thing to do. What I'd like you to do now is to roll over onto your side. Give your knees a big cuddle and push yourself up so that you're sitting nicely on your mat. Oh, we're going to pop our hands together in front of our hearts and say our special yoga word to finish off our session together today. You ready? Namaste.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. See you again soon. Bye.